Hello Tokusatsu community, welcome back to my SODO Sundays series here on the Toku Toy Store YouTube channel. This is a series where I cover all the latest news in the SODO, SHODO, and Yudo line of figures from Japan. As always, and especially recently, we only have news from Kamen Rider Build tonight, but is it a lot of news or what? There is so much things to talk about here, so I think I should just jump right into it. Let's continue to talk about Build Set 12. That was first, revealed last episode. They talked about the Great Cross Z figure, which was the first figure to be revealed for Set 12, which is Build's final retail SODO line. Retail being the key word there, because we will get into something later on. But yes, we do have the rest of the contents for Set 12. The entire lineup has been fully revealed, and it's pretty exciting. It's pretty much exactly what was expected. You have just it's kind of like a cleanup wave. It's kind of just finishing off movie exclusive forms and other things that were shown off from the show that just didn't have figures in it. Yet. And we already had Great Cross Z, as like I talked about before. And then now we got Kamen Rider Blood from the summer movie. So he's looking great. Has the Hazard Trigger and the Great Cross Dragon on his belt. That looks really good. He comes with the cape piece, of course. And he's just kind of a mix mash of a bunch of different suits from the Build show. And I think it looks really cool. So SODO did a pretty good job with that one. And continuing from Build's summer movie Be The One, we have Build's exclusive summer movie form, and that is the Cross Z Build form, which is the form he gets when he combines with Cross Z, which is, we don't exactly know yet because the movie is not available to us yet, but that's what we're guessing happens. But yes, we do have his form Cross Build. Looks really good. I think kind of has like a script piece thing, kind of like Evil Black Hole did, or it's very similar to XA Creator Gamer from last year. So, it's just the same way that SODO did all that, just done again for this figure. And then, moving away from movie things, we do have the final figure for the wave, is the new Grease form, Grease Blizzard, which just showed up in the most recent episode as the time of this recording. And I think it looks great. You have the repaint of the blue, that's like a really good looking blue, I think it looks awesome. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without the Blizzard Knuckle. So it has the Blizzard Knuckle, so you can have that as a weapon and stuff. And yeah, I think it looks fantastic. The blue, they nailed it, and you have another figure and weapon for your SODO line. But that's not it for Build SODO figures. Build SODO figures has one last hurrah to give us before they leave for the next Rider series, because it's already almost been a year of both SODO Sundays and the SODO Build line. So it's almost time to do a reset, and Build's on its way out. But before it goes, it has a couple more things it wants to give us. So it was revealed that later on this week, pre-orders will be opening up for a new Premium Bandai set of Build SODO figures. So there are 2 figures in this set, but mainly the real attraction is all the accessories and upgrades that these things have. There's nothing new in terms of figures in this set, but the figures that are in there are upgraded versions of figures that were released earlier this year, just done up to look a little bit better and have a little bit of that Premium Bandai feel. So the first figure in this Premium Bandai set is Kamen Rider Grease. This is just a redo version of his Set 6 appearance. This time they changed the eyes a little bit to make him a little bit more show accurate, which I think looks a lot better from the original Set 6 one. I even mentioned in my SODO Sundays video back when Grease was first revealed that I thought that the SODO figure just didn't really look that good. And so I'm really happy to see that the Premium Bandai version definitely looks a lot better. You can definitely tell they tried to, fix some things and do some minor improvements here and there, and I think it really, really does show. And of course, they also added some more stickers onto his belt, so that way you can have, the little light on the side that shows that, the robot jellies in the Slosh Driver, as well as they included 2 of the Twin Breaker weapons that look a lot better than before. This time they're actually cast in blue plastic instead of gray or black, so it looks a lot more show accurate. It does come with 2, that way you can have his quote-unquote power-up where he used the dual Twin Breakers. And they did include a Slosh Driver sticker that shows the Dragon Slosh Jelly in the Slosh Driver. That way it's show accurate if you want him to have the double Twin Breakers, which is really, really cool and really good touch. And then the other rider that pops up in this set is a redo version of Rogue. The only thing they really fixed or changed this time is they added some more stickers onto his Slosh Driver for the Crocodile Crack Full Bottle. They modified his helmet a little bit. I noticed minor differences in there, but I think it's not as major as Grease's was. but you know, it's worth it. I think it looks good. I think it does look a little bit better than his original set 7 appearance, but I already thought that one nailed it pretty well. So, you know, I think this set really is for the Grease to look better more than the Rogue, but it is cool they gave us the Rogue. And basically, since this is a premium Bandai set, very similar to the Dai SODO set from earlier this year, with a redo Build and Cross Z, you now have a redo version of all 4 of the main riders. And just like Build and Cross did with the changeable hands, these figures have changeable hands as well. There are extra hands for both Grease and Rogue that you can swap out, which is really cool and really well appreciated. And that's about it for the figures in this set, but there are a lot of accessories in this set, so let's get right into it here with the accessories. So this Build Premium set comes with pretty much every accessory you could have thought of that wasn't already in the SODO line for the Build figures. So first of all, we have these are the least exciting ones of the accessories. We have a Steam Blade and a Nebula Steam Gun version of the Steam Rifle. And that is just the same ones as before, but just a little bit better sticker jobs to make them a little bit more show accurate. And that's just for, you know, Rogue to have something to have. So just because Grease comes with the better Twin Breaker, so Rogue comes with the better of those weapons. So that's a cool feature. Now on to the really exciting accessories. First up, we have the Night Rogue wings. So in Night Rogue's earlier appearances, very early on in the show, he used to have these gigantic wings that he would be able to fly around with. And that just wasn't really feasible for them to put in a normal SODO set, so they threw it in here with the premium Bandai set, and it looks fantastic. You can clip that onto the back of Night Rogue, or really any figure that has that peg on the back of it. And since Mad Rogue had his own set of those wings later on in the show, they included the Mad Rogue version of them too. So you have both the Night Rogue and the Mad Rogue version of those gigantic bat wings that look really, really cool on your figure. Then the premium Bandai set also included a couple of different build drivers for you to put onto your figures that just weren't there before. First up, for Cross Z, Magma, and Grease Blizzard, you have a build driver with an empty bottle slot. So there's no bottles in this driver or anything. That way you can fully have the illusion of the empty build driver while both Grease and Cross use the knuckles as weapons. That way you don't have the knuckle in their hand and the knuckle in the belt, since it's not show accurate. You have a blank empty belt that you can also use for things like Rabbit Rabbit Tank Tank when you put the full bottle in the full bottle buster, something like that. So it's good for a lot of different uses, so it's really neat that they include that in here. Then they also included the one-time appearance from a couple episodes ago. You have the build driver with the Genius full bottle and the hazard trigger on it, which is something he used when he was, you know, fighting evil in his monster form, so it's really cool that's included in here. And just like the black Pandora panel being included in set 12, the white Pandora panel is included in this SODO set. That way you have all 5 colors of the Pandora panel scattered throughout the SODO line, so that way you can have all your figures posed with those. Also included, which is a weird accessory that I still exactly can't figure out what it's there for, is 2 Evil chest pieces. So 2 of Evil's chest pieces from his Rider forms. It's stated that they're in there so you can create the rabbit form and the dragon form at the same time if you got more than one Evil body or something like that. For as far as I can tell, I can't see any difference between this and the original Evil chest plate from the Cobra form, but maybe there's something there that I'm just not noticing. But it does come with 2 Evil chest plates, so that's neat, I guess. And yeah, that's a pretty long episode here, but there was a lot to cover with Build Set 12 and this new premium Bandai set. And that's gonna be it for the Kamen Rider Build SODO figures. We pretty much covered the entire line here on SODO Sundays. Episode 1 was me recapping Episode 1 of SODO Sundays was me recapping what Build Set 1 was gonna be, while the first figure of Set 2 was revealed in that episode. And here we are, come full circle. We're at the end of the Build SODO line. So, unless there's any other surprises or V-Cinema forums here down the line, this will be the end of the Build SODO figures. But that doesn't mean SODO Sundays is going anywhere, because Kamen Rider Geo is coming, and in the next episode of SODO Sundays, we have already been confirmed by Bandai that we are going to get a look at the Geo SODO figure in time for the next episode of SODO Sundays. So stay tuned until next time as we start a whole brand new Rider with a bunch of different forms and figures and many more episodes to come. So if you like this series, thank you for supporting it thus far, and let's continue it into another year. So until next time, be sure to follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey. Check out my other content over at Toku Topics. Read my articles at Toku Toy Store, and until next time, Tokusatsu forever.